Chocolate. How did it become America's favorite candy treat? It all started with a sweet smell. It was 1893. Milton Hershey went to a fair in Chicago. He was a candy maker from Pennsylvania. At the fair, people showed off their new inventions. Hershey entered the grand hall. He smelled the delicious scent and followed it. He found German men in a back corner of the hall. They were making chocolate. Hershey watched as the machines transformed cacao beans into candies. Hershey owned a caramel factory, but he soon decided to change his business into chocolate. A candy country? No one knows exactly when humans discovered the cacao plant, but sometime around 400 BC, the Aztec Indians started using cacao beans. They roasted, ground, and ate them. The Aztec lived in what is now Mexico. By 400 AD, the Mayan Indians of Central America were making chocolate drinks. They used cacao powder, water, and spices. Over time, people in Europe and American colonies grew to like chocolate drinks too, but they could not buy solid chocolate. The most popular treats in the 1800s were penny candies. These were sold by piece. By 1893, America's appetite for candy was huge. Many companies worked hard to satisfy our country's sweet tooth. Hershey's company was one of them. Finding a new recipe. Finding a new recipe. Hershey bought chocolate-making equipment at the fair. He shipped it back to Pennsylvania. He hired 2 chocolate makers. Soon his new chocolate business was doing well, but Hershey wasn't satisfied. His chocolates were tasty, but he wanted to make a lighter chocolate. He wanted it to be creamier. Swiss chocolate makers used milk in chocolate, but their recipes were kept secret. Hershey would have to figure it out for himself. This was not easy. Cacao beans are made into cocoa butter because they go in chocolate. Cocoa butter is mostly oil. Milk is mostly water. Oil and water do not blend easily. Hershey's team tried to find a recipe that worked. They made many oil messes. It took them months, but they finally got it right. Sweet-smelling town. Hershey sold his caramel business. He wanted to focus on chocolate. He built the world's biggest chocolate factory. He also bought a town. He named it Hershey. By 1915, he was a success. Hershey's nickel bars were the #1 candy in the nation. Today, people still visit Hershey, Pennsylvania. They admire its busy factory. They smell chocolate in the air. It's the same smell that Milton Hershey enjoyed so many years ago.